Hey guys, welcome in this new video. I hope that all of you are doing great. So in today's video, I want to answer a question that one of you guys asked me on my last video. So I'll put the comment right here. And so that person was basically asking about how many pairs should a beginner trader actually trade on and do his analysis. So I will answer to this question right now. So let's just jump right into it. So the first thing I want to say is that I've seen many different answers on internet. I did some research before recording this video and I've seen all kinds of answers. Some people will say that, just focus on one pairs. Other will say that it doesn't matter, trade, how many you want. Other will say that, you have to focus on all of the pairs at the same time so you don't miss any trades and all of these things, right? So there are many answers, and this video is about giving my own answer to that question and kind of, hoping that it will give you guys some directions on what to do after that. So I personally follow 22 charts at the same time. So when I say that, it doesn't mean that I will, trade every day on 22 different charts. No, but I do my analysis and I will follow 22 charts at the same time. So I'll have, some cryptos, some index, and mainly Forex pairs, right? So that is what I do personally, but keep in mind that I have over 3 years of experience now, right? And I know very well what I'm doing. So that is why I can, spread my focus on many different charts and still not miss many trades. So I will not advise for a beginner to do this, and I will not suggest you to do this if you are a beginner to, analyze so many pairs at the same time, because you will just get lost, right? And the goal you should have as a beginner is to first of all learn the skill, right? And the problem is that so many people already think in terms of trading, right? But the goal here when you are a beginner is just to learn the skill, right? Just that in itself. And to learn the skill, well, you don't need to focus on, all the Forex pairs at the same time or have, tens and tens of charts. So my answer to the question will be between 3 to 5, I think will be good. One popular answer, like I said, is people will say just focus on one pairs. It could be good, but at the same time, I think it's a little limited. And, because one pair will only move so much in one day, right? And even if you go, people will say, yeah, but go on the lower time frame and see, how it plays out and things like that. I agree with that, but at the same time, I think it's better that you focus on few pairs, not just one, because, I think you're just missing out, and seeing always the same chart will kind of put your mind into, just seeing those patterns and just seeing the chart the way that the chart you're looking at is developed. So I think that a better way would actually be focusing on few pairs, right? It can be 3, it can be 5. If you have a little more experience, you can go higher, like 7 or 10. But, focusing just on few charts so that you have a good, overall view of the market, all of the patterns, you see many different type of charts and all of these things. So I think it's better to not just focus on one pairs, and at the same time, not focus on too many pairs, because like I said before, you will get lost in all of that and you will just not be able to learn properly the skill set. So that will be my answer to the question. Just focusing on few pairs, so not too little and at the same time not too much, right? You have to balance basically according to how much experience you have, right? And it comes back to what I was saying before, right? Now I follow 22 charts, but when I was starting out, I was not following that many charts. I was probably following like 3, 5, and after that, after a few months and a few years of experience, well, I've just added up, and after, it became 10, 15, 20 charts, etc, etc. Right now, I haven't added new charts for, about 6 months, I think, and I don't plan to add other charts because I love what I trade and, I'm good on that. So why, adding more and having too much, right? Because I do believe that you can have too much, right? It comes back to, saying that if you spread your focus all over the place, well, what are you really focusing on, right? So I think that, even if you have a lot of experience, I don't think that having, tens and tens of charts you're looking at is really good. So it's all about, balancing how much experience you have with actually the number of charts. So I think that the more experience you have, the more charts you can analyze. And if you are a beginner, well, like I said, you don't have to spread your focus on so many pairs. Just stick on few pairs, analyze them, understand them very perfectly. And when you will understand these pairs, well, since all the pairs will create the same pattern and move the same way, well, you will understand other pairs when you will start to, like I said, spread your focus on more pairs. So I think that it's more about starting on few pairs, learning the skill properly there, and when you are ready, then you can spread your focus and start looking at more pairs, right? So that will be my answer to the question. Thank you so much, guys, for watching once again. I hope that it helped you. If it did, please leave a like under the video. You can also share the video with another trader so you can also help him, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not subscribed yet.